now from South Seminole Academy in Castleberry, Florida. Direct from the third floor of building number 3. This is South Seminole News.
Hey, Hurricanes. It's Miss Pearson.
And Mr. Fernandez, Hurricanes.
And we just have a couple of updates for you all. So first, I'll go ahead and start if you don't mind.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, so we just want to remind you that you should be in uniform every day, which means you should have on a red, black, or white polo on Mondays through Thursdays, black or khaki bottoms on Monday through Thursday, and shoes with a back on them, so no slides. Okay, on Fridays, you should be in a school-colored t-shirt, red, black, or white, or a school tee, so it can have like a school emblem on it or from your clubs at school. With jeans, no rips or tears. If you choose not to wear the jeans and school t-shirt, you should be in a red, black, or white polo with black or khaki bottoms. Okay?
Right, and just to clear up some misconceptions we may have had out there, I know that some students have been showing up with pajama pants. At no point in time are pajama pants allowed on our campus. It's not within the SCPS dress code. It's not within the South Seminole Academy dress code. So
unless we have a pajama day.
unless there's
so we
a
have that every
specific
now and then.
pajama day. Yeah, you're right. But outside of that very, very unique day that only occurs maybe once or twice in 180 school days, you should not be wearing pajamas to school. Also, you should not be wearing ripped jeans, even if they have leggings underneath, right, Ms. Pearson?
So no rips or tears.
So no rips or tears in those jeans. Also, crop tops.
We should have on a red, black, or white polo.
So that would take
all
care
the
of the
way
crop
through.
tops. Also, slides, as you mentioned earlier, there should be no slides. And here's the thing that's going to happen. If we do start to see these things, it'll be addressed. And if now a lot of students have said to us, Mr. Fernandez, wait. I have shoes in my backpack. Well, then you should be wearing your shoes. Wait, Mr. Fernandez, I have a polo in my bag. Then you should be wearing your polo if you already have it. So some of the things that's going to occur if we do see some of these things pop up, like the rips and tears in the jeans, even with leggings, the crop tops, the slides, the pajama pants. What's going to happen is a few things. First of all, we're going to have you change into something that we have here in our own dress code, in our
Uniform
room. Thank you. Our uniform room that is dress code. So 1, you're going to be asked to change. 2, your parents will be contacted. 3, you'll be placed in Hero. And 4, you will be able to pick up your ripped jeans or tears or your pajamas, whatever you decided to wear that day. You can pick those up at the end of the day and turn your uniform that we gave you back in. Is that about covering, Ms. Pearson?
We just want to make sure we're dressed for success.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why our uniform was put in place a few years back. So we just want to give you that reminder of what you should be wearing, and then kind of tell you some of the things that we've seen that we shouldn't be seeing.
And we want to make sure that we clear up any misconceptions.
Right.
Right? Because we've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, I thought I could wear fill in the blank." So we just wanted to make sure that we went over that.
I think, can you address where our pants should be?
Our pants should be at our waist. They should not be below our waist. So our pants should be at our waist. If there's an issue where you need a belt or you need, just let me know. I have access to many belts that if you need to use, you can wear them. Be more than happy to give you one for free. We just want to make sure that all the pants stay at the waist. And also we want an update on our lunches. The outside area by the gymnasium has been temporarily closed. So until further notice, the area by the gym is no longer accessible during lunches. We did start that last week. We did it today. Today's Monday, the 22nd.
Today is not Monday.
Oh,
it's
Tuesday, the 22nd.
Tuesday.
Tuesday, the 22nd.
2 to 2.
2/22/22. So that area has been closed. It is not open, so don't head down to that area. But you can still sit in the courtyard. You can still sit in Legacy Square, and you can still go ahead and sit in the cafeteria. And also at the end of lunches during transition, let's make sure that we're transitioning out. There are restrooms in the courtyard, so there is no need to stop on your way there. You can head yourself out to the courtyard, to the bathroom. There are restrooms there.
Right. So rule of thumb is class changes are about 4 minutes. It should take you no longer than 4 minutes to get to the cafeteria.
Yeah, exactly. And that way we can avoid, any of the lingering in the hallways and things like that. Also, when you're at lunches, you're not to re-enter the building, right, Ms. Pearson, at any time. And in the mornings, you're supposed to go to your locations, 6th and 7th grade in the gym, 8th grade in the cafeteria.
I'm like, wait, you threw me off for a little bit because I thought he was saying where I am in the
No,
morning, which is
cafeteria.
not the cafeteria.
Yeah, so 8th
but
grade in the
8th graders
cafeteria.
should be there.
So there shouldn't be any, at this point in time, we've been doing it since August, there shouldn't be any confusions on where you need to be in the morning. We just need you to be there in the morning.
Right.
And not in the building at all, okay?
And then I just want to wrap back around to lunches because I am inside the cafeteria. Just a reminder that once you find your seat, that's where you should be for the entire lunch. So we shouldn't be getting up, moving to go sit with new sets of friends. Kind of decide who you want to sit with at the beginning of lunch so you can sit there. It helps us find seats for everyone, and we don't have a lot of confusion about who still needs a seat, who's still in line, and things like that. So
Great.
just to help with the organization in the cafeteria, once you find a seat, please stay there for the entire lunch.
And we do have Spirit Week coming up in a couple weeks. So there'll be some more information about Spirit Week, some cool stuff coming up. It's the week before spring break. And guys, you'll be getting some information about that from SGA, Student Government, soon. So, and I think that does it, Miss Pearson.
All right. Happy Tuesday. Well, by the time they see this, it won't be Tuesday
It won't be
anymore.
too.
But I like saying it.
There you go. And that's all that matters. All right. Hurricanes, have a great afternoon.
And don't forget to storm.
I'm Mr. Cudney, and I'm starting a brand new club/academy next year called the Commander Club. You're probably asking yourself, what exactly is Commander? Well, it's a multiplayer Magic the Gathering variant where you battle it out with up to 3 additional opponents. Each of you will have a deck built around a powerful legendary creature that you'll have access to at all times. Your decks will be restricted to only the colors in your commander's color identity. And last but not least, you'll start with 40 life rather than just 20, which leads to longer, more exciting games. If you're a 6th or 7th grader interested in joining, please scan the QR code or simply type in the code at the bottom of the screen to take the interest survey. I'm Mr. Cudney saying don't forget to storm and good game.
I know it seems somehow the world's no. All right. Welcome to today's Friday afternoon show. I'm Kanea.
I'm Anastasia.
I'm Demaya/Demi G.
I'm Chloe Edwards.
And today, it will be unfortunately Kanea's second or last. I don't know.
No, it's third to last day.
What?
Third to last day of school. This is our last week of school, and she won't be in another Friday show. So
I'm still gonna
Yeah.
watch you guys. You're not gonna know it, but I'm still gonna watch you.
Oh, wow, that's nice of you.
Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna be doing story times. We have somebody over there
Like those-
recording us.
like those TikTok story times.
Yeah.
Like the okay,
Oh,
just make sure
Demaya,
it's kid
look.
appropriate. We both have holes.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's great.
And we have a
They're
boy
against dress code.
recording us, but that's okay.
Anyways. Okay.
So
Chloe, you want to go first? It's your story time.
It has to be like a certain topic.
Like murder
Embarrassing.
Mysteries. Murder mysteries.
No, it has to actually have happened. Embarrassing.
I don't think it should. I think we should just make a story up.
Yeah.
So, well, no, I'm gonna tell my most embarrassing story.
Go.
So I have a couple of them because I
Do
love
one.
embarrassing myself.
The
I'm
like
gonna
most
tell,
embarrassing
two.
one. Most embarrassing.
I'm gonna tell 2 because I have 2 most embarrassing.
They can't be
Oh my
too
God,
long.
hurry up.
They're not. So there was this one time I was walking to Miss Smith's class, and I had my phone in my hand, and I was like recording myself. Not recording myself, but like taking pictures. And I took one picture, like I just stopped in the middle of the hallway and I took a picture. And then I turned behind me and I see a kid walking. So I'm like, oh my God, this is embarrassing. So I start walking really fast. and I started like frantically banging on the door. But this is when I had a substitute, so Miss Smith wasn't there. But anyways, my second story is one time I was. When I was younger, I was an attention seeker because I was the only child, so I feel like I needed attention,
Oh
right?
my god, PJ.
So,
Love PJ.
anyways, so one time I was, what was I doing? Oh, it was lunchtime, and the cafeteria was really, like, kind of really loud, but it wasn't really loud. This was when I was in pre-K. And anyways, so I was trying to be funny with all my little kindergartner friends or pre-K friends, and they were talking, and I was trying to tell a joke, and so I did this, and I screamed off the top of my lungs, and all I remember is that there was a teacher walking by the table, and she looked at me like I was insane. But yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Well,
Mary,
this.
you can go next.
No, I want to go next.
No.
Okay.
Fine.
Yay. So,
Wait. Well, I have a scary. Well, that's not scary.
I'm
Really.
going.
No, wait. So a car blew up where I lived. I'm just kidding. Okay. So this man was following me around yesterday where I lived. I was riding my bike. I was looking for my friends. I was waiting for my friend Shiloh to come outside, and yeah, he was just following me around. Like I couldn't even get to my house. Like I was turning corners. It was just, and then he was throwing stuff. I'm like,
At you?
no, like just throwing stuff around and screaming. Like he was like, ah, ah. I'm like, why are you following me?
Oh my god.
Is this true?
Yes, I'm dead serious. It happened yesterday.
Oh, he must have been a crackhead.
Okay, my time.
Hush, behind the scenes person. Okay, go.
So,
You're.
okay, so it was Friday, and then, like, so I was going down the stairs, and this was, like, I don't know, maybe a month ago, and my friend tripped me down the stairs, and I fell.
That's not embarrassing.
What's
That's
that
just
mean?
you being dumb.
What?
And there.
That's just you being dumb,
No.
Anastasia.
Shush.
It's when I was beating her up in the hall.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the stairwells.
Why?
Yeah, no. You know,
Cause she hit me. She
I
had the
didn't mean to.
audacity.
I don't hit
Sorry,
people.
Megan.
How do
Anyways.
you accidentally hit a person?
Alright.
Unless
Unless
you're
you
like,
accidentally-
unless you're swinging your hand. Like
Yeah, I was hit
you
her
were
the
not
other day.
swinging your
I'm sorry.
hand.
I'm sorry.
That was
Anyways,
very.
so-
That was motivating.
Anyways, so you want to start?
Beyonce. What?
Oh.
Demi G. Her name's Demi G. Did you call her Beyonce?
No.
Where did Beyonce come from then?
Beyonce. Like,
She said
I didn't
Beyonce.
say
because I thought Anastasia said Beyonce, so I'm like, Beyonce? What? All right,
say
go,
Beyonce.
Demaya.
It's embarrassing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anything on the top of my head, but I have a lot of stories. I'm gonna say two like Chloe did. So,
Anyways, go.
oh, okay. So in Sterling
God.
Park,
Oh yeah.
me and my friend were talking, and I was not paying attention.
Wait, what
You know
time
how
was
the line third, the line I had a friend named Haley, and
Oh, I hated that
Kamora.
line.
I had two friends, Haley and Kamora. I was in the middle of the line, like in the middle. We weren't supposed to be like in a group. It was like a line, but the teacher was all the way in the front, and we weren't listening to her. And we were on the side where the poles were, and so me and my friends are talking and all that. I'm just walking, not looking at nothing, and I go, boom.
Oh, no.
And there's a big knot on my head.
Wait, what teacher did that? in
I
third grade?
Miss Caponegro keys.
Oh,
I
thought
used
I
to.
thought she was about to say something else.
I almost said her name. I almost said her name
Oh,
wrong.
no. Wait,
Let's
so
not talk about that.
I used to get a whole lot of knots because I'd be running into my room and there the sharp edge of my mom's like tall dresser, she still has it, but I'd go and then
Damn.
I had a knot like the, like right here.
Anastasia,
What?
you just
There was a one time. There's
Sorry.
this one time where I was like young, and my parents had a big. Oh wait, no. There's this one time where I went to my auntie's house, and I did not want to be there because her kids are ghetto. No offense. Um, and basically, I went in a house, and I wanted my mom to stay, cause she was making us stay the night over there the weekend, and I was like, And her ghetto friends was coming over too, trying, and I was only 3 years old. They was like, the music was playing. They was like touching me, like making me dance to the music,
Oh,
and
no.
I'm just like sitting there like, get me out of here. My
Them-
mom leaves. She gets in the car. She starts driving. I have a twin. So I, it's nighttime. It's like 10, 11. I leave the house and I start running down the street like a psycho. And then my twin brother follows after me. I fell on the street because I was running too fast and there was a car coming. And I,
Did you
and
get
then
run
I,
over?
no. I fell on the street and my head hit the concrete.
And my head hit the wall.
Bow. That's exactly what happened. Just it was instead of the wall, it was the street,
And
and
my
I
head.
hit my head, and that's when my baby teeth came out. And then
What was you gonna say?
my knees were bleeding and all that. And my mom gets out the car. She starts yelling at me. She's like, "What are you doing inside the street? You could have got ran over." And then she picks both of me and my twin brother up. She puts us in the car, puts us in this, our car seats and all that. We drive back home, and she had a long conversation with us. When we got back home, she was like, "Why would y'all do that? Y'all coulda got
Oh,
ran over."
wait. So this isn't my
Wait.
No.
Let me tell
What were
one
we gonna say
like
about me?
another story.
What were we gonna say about me?
So when I was younger, I was having listening issues. So I used to go to my
Can you please
grandparents'
elaborate on
house. What?
What are listening issues?
I have listening issues, yeah. And so when I used to go to my grandparents' house, they had this like hill. And like I
Hill?
had a hill, like
I know
there
what
it would be
hill
like my neighbor's house and there would be a hill.
Oh,
and it
a
would be
hill.
their-
I thought you said hail.
No, a hill.
Not the
And so
not the
I used to
country
go
accent.
on the top of the hill where my neighbor's house was. I used to like to roll down the hill.
I don't know. Ghetto.
Yeah, ghetto. And
Oh my god.
and then like one time my grandpa he lets me like run down the hill. And one time he told me like be careful, don't trip. Tell me why. Every time I ran down this hill, I fell and tripped and scraped my knee. It's like I guess I never comprehend that. Like if I run down this hill, I'm going to trip and I'm gonna scrape my knee. I think it was on this leg. Oh, it was on this leg. Oh yeah, and there was this other time I was at my grandparents'
I
house.
want to tell a story.
No.
You already told a story.
Okay, well you.
We
You
each.
did too.
Hush.
I know.
three
Okay, whatever. We're
Hold
done.
on,
No.
one more. And this is one time, I was jumping on the bed, right? And my grandpa wasn't home, but my grandma was and my dad was, and they were in the living room hanging out, right? I don't know why I thought this was gonna work, but yeah, I guess I watched too many Sky Zone commercials.
Oh
And
my
so I was
God.
jumping on my bed, right? I thought I could do a backflip. I don't know why, but I tried to, and I fell off the bed and hit my head on the desk. I came out my room crying, and my grandma was like, "What is wrong with you?"
Oh,
And
wait.
my dad was like,
Oh my
"What's
God.
wrong?" I said, "I tried to do a backflip on my bed."
No.
They were like, "That's what you get." No
Okay.
one told you to do that dumb
So-
stuff.
I have a story. No, shut up. This is for me. This is for me before I leave.
I have a story.
No, Anastasia. Okay.
Fine.
So my friend, when we were in first grade, right? She was in another class, and I was in my class. But Natalia, I'm calling you out, and I'm gonna make you watch this video. But tell me why she was in my class every day, even though she wasn't supposed to be in that class. So so she didn't like the teacher that she had for first grade, right? And the teacher said something to her.
Was she
So-
skipping your class?
No. The teacher had said something to her, And tell me why this girl got a desk and a chair and threw it at the teacher. Like she went boom
Ooh, girl.
and hit the teacher. And why does the teacher still talk to her? The teacher still likes her. Like before we went to middle school, she used to be like, "Hey, Natalia," and Natalia look at her like, "Cause she
I don't like you.
right." And same thing with the Sky Zone thing. I think I watched. I don't know. I was trying to fly. I was trying to morph into some kind of animal when I was younger. Tell me why I took a trash bag and 2 little plastic bags and I held them and I jumped off my high dresser. So it's tall.
Oh my god, I've done
Tell
that.
me why I tried to do that and jump onto the bed. Well, no, not even onto the bed. I jumped and I went boom on that bed.
I've done
I
that
went
before.
boom, and my stomach hurt after that.
Wait, let me say
And
something
then-
real quick. Let me say something.
Wait, hold on, and then I got back on the dresser with no plastic bags, and I jumped. I jumped off, like I jumped up to fall on the bed. I hit my head on the fan.
Was it on?
The woman was too stunned, and I told my mom this like a few weeks ago. I was like, I used to jump off your dresser when we were at my grandmother's house. She's like, I wish I should have came in there and caught you because I would have hit your head against the fan. I'm like, well, that's child abuse, but okay.
Why are we talking about this?
Okay, anyways, so
No, it's Maya's turn.
okay.
Yeah,
So
woman.
Okay, go real quick.
my great uncle and aunt. Well, it's
Come
my,
on, spit out.
Shush. It's my grandma's brother had like
Speak faster.
one of those like what are they called? They're like called.
My ear hurts.
No,
Anyways,
go Demaya. Go Demaya. Because Demaya's not going to have time. Okay, go real fast. We
Okay,
got till 30
so they had
seconds.
one of those like Toke machines, and it was rigged. And my little dumb self thought I was winning every time.
Again, that's just you being
So
dumb.
you tried to cut everybody off
No.
just to tell that story.
Okay,
And
go
then
Demaya. Go. Don't roll your eyes, because that was just you being
Okay,
a
guys,
little,
so
a
this
little
is
kid.
one time where this little girl, it was embarrassing for me to watch. So there's this little girl, she was around 4, and there's this other girl who was 5, and she was like shaking her butt like that, like playing around. She was just like that. She's like, Dad, Mom, look at me. Like, just playing around. It was New Year's. But the 5-year-old was going a little too far, and it was her house. We had a little party thingy. She got on her table. She started actually twerking. And I'm like, Miss Girl, everyone's just sitting there. She thinks she ate that. And everyone's sitting there like, this little girl acting too grown.
And nobody threw ones.
Nobody stopped her.
Anyways, guys, that's the end of this Friday show. Thank you for watching. And
And
don't forget to storm like the storm.
Hello students, a message from the SGA and yearbook staff. The time has come to pre-order the 2021-2022 South Seminole Academy yearbooks.
The yearbook staff has provided 2 QR codes that will help you.
The QR code on the left is if you wish to purchase an advertisement on this year's yearbook. Ads will cost $25 for a quarter page, $50 for a half page, and $100 for a full page.
The QR code on the right is to purchase the actual yearbook. The books this year are $40. If you have any questions, please see Mr. Bishop in room 33 on the first floor. Thank you.
Hey everybody, welcome to today's Friday show. And today we're going to be doing a part 2, but with 1 new guest and 2 new people who haven't that left. But yeah, we're going to be doing scary story
stories.
time this time.
I'm Kanea.
I'm Demaya.
And I'm hungry.
And
monotone.
yes. So who wants to start off first with their first scary story? Okay, Kanea. Oh, and like you said, guys, and like she said, she's leaving. So start.
Okay, well, we have crying. But I'll go first. So, this girl named Sally Jones was walking down the street late at night for Halloween with her best friend. ran together. And then a car pulls up and starts following them, and they throw a firework at. Goes off, and a street light falls on them. The end.
Move the mic away. It's gonna be loud. It's like ear rape coughing.
All right. That was a strange story, but I didn't want to go first.
Someone tells me that was made up.
Very much so.
Because streetlights don't just fall. Like this.
Okay.
All right.
I'm bad.
Okay, go ahead, Demaya. Go, Demaya.
Okay. So, basically, it's another click clack. If y'all want more content with the click clack, then you can get the click clack. Get the click clack if you want to.
We're not sponsored. Unless.
Stop coughing. Ew.
Alright, so while she's over there dying, I'm gonna tell my story. So, true story. And, it's 4th of July, 2021. And we're outside lighting fireworks at midnight. We're out there at midnight lighting fireworks, and my drunk uncle decides to hand me a firework. So I have it in my hand. I light the firework. Yes, it's one of the ones that shoot out. They shoot out 6 little fireworks. And I light it. But this one was broken, as you could say. So this one,
Why do you even have a firework in your hand to begin with?
it was one of the ones that shoot 6 little fireworks out.
I
Roman
know, but
candles?
don't you put it on your...
Yeah, you put it in your hand, and then it lights, and it shoots out 6. And I lit it, and because this one was broken, they shot out the other way. So they shot out and hit me, and the firework exploded in my hand. And for an hour, my hand felt like it just got stung by 50 wasps.
That's sad.
No,
He has both his
I
hands.
still got both hands.
Is this a true story?
Yes, it's true.
All right, well, go on with the click clacks.
All right, you guys. One dreadful, shadowy, dark night. A little boy with all his friends riding their bikes down the street. And then they see all the streetlights go off. Click, 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 clack, clack, clack. Nobody knows what a click clack is in this story. They just think it's a power outage and something's going on.
It's giving Nemo without the N.
Emo.
So then,
You can say emo.
after
Hush.
that,
It's not like
They
this is getting
just-
demonetized.
go on with their day because not all the streetlights turn off, but most of them. They go on with their night, riding their bikes, talking about what they're going to do tomorrow. Or is there tomorrow? ...
Stop.
And then, after that, spiders start coming out.
Hurry up. Look.
Spiders start coming out. The drains, what are they called?
The sewer drain?
Sewage drains.
Oh yeah, the sewer drains. Spiders. The spiders start coming out. And then they get scared and they notice that something isn't right.
Now
No,
you notice
spiders
something.
are
Rattle,
coming out the
rattle,
drains.
rattle, 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 rattle. Oh no.
Oh no.
Rattle, 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 rattle. Gets louder. Rattle, 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 rattle. Gets louder.
That's a
The
rattlesnake.
kids get scared. The kids were too stunned to speak.
Yeah.
Man, that's a rattlesnake.
Then they get off their bikes, throw them down, start running.
Y'all
No.
could have just rode the bikes.
But there's a
Slow
click
down.
clack right there, and there's a click clack right there. No end. No, they had nowhere else to run. They had to stay in the middle. And then they was crowded up with each other, saying their last words like, "I'll miss you guys." One kid who had made a smart decision went into the sewer. He didn't get eaten. Oh no. Boom! Sorry.
In my hand hit the wall.
It,
Okay, are you
it
done?
was a little boy. A 2 little boy and a 2 little girl. I mean, 1 little boy, 1 little boy, and one little boy and 1 little girl, okay? You get it. Then they're like, "Oh guys, there's nothing wrong." And then they're like, I feel bad for LaShawn. He went in the sewer. They was like, "Get back on your bikes." The kids say, "We're lost. Can you help us?" I mean, we're lost. Can you help us? They say, "Sure." They get on the bike and they start riding their bike on like the pegs and all that. Boy, 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 was that the worst decision. It was a click clack.
Oh no. All right.
It took one of the bodies that it already ate.
Yes. All right.
And
No.
then
It's a no, it's a
the
clock.
click clack
Clock.
and the kids died except for LaShawn. LaShawn found his way out and told his story. And this is why I'm telling this story today in memory of the kids who died. And LaShawn, he is very, very stunned to speak. That I had to say this for him.
All right.
The end.
That's a
Now,
really
when
nice
you're
story.
riding your bike and you
Alright.
see the lights come up and you see the spiders,
So essentially,
never.
So essentially,
Run.
All right.
run.
All right.
okay,
my
you
turn.
two on the side.
All right.
Stop talking.
My time.
Please.
All right. So my story begins like this. Rise and shine. All right. So so check your phone. Anyway, so this man was worried that his girlfriend was cheating on him, right? So he ordered this. So he ordered this off-brand camera, like this tracker, to put on his girlfriend, right? So it came.
Why is you
he
looking
got
over
he,
there? Look at them.
he got it off the dark web, and so he
Explains a
had
lot.
come home and found a package, which was the tracker, on his counter. So he figured his girlfriend put it there. So he saw a glass of water on the counter, so he drank it. He passed out on the floor, in the kitchen, and he woke up on the couch. So now he was getting strange text messages from this unknown number, and there was something in his eye. His eye was irritated. So somebody messaged him and said, "I can see whatever you're doing now," because somebody had broken into his house and put the tracker on him in
Why do
his
you look
eye,
like that?
so they can
You look
they can
creepy.
see whatever he sees. Wow. So this happened to another guy, and they met up, right? So his girlfriend
eyes.
was trying to get with his girlfriend was trying to get with him, and he couldn't because the guy could see whatever he saw. So yeah, so that happened, and he ended up killing his girlfriend because he was so miserable and tried to go kill himself, but he didn't. So he tracks the number that the guy that put the camera in his eye was using and killed him. Then he turned into Michael Myers and started going on a killing spree. So now there's a man out there of Michael Myers.
She said Michael Myers.
Michael Myers. So Michael Myers. So now that's Michael. That's how we. Yes,
No,
yes,
you
it is.
dingus. She's joking around. This is made up.
So now he went on a killing spree, and he actually lives in Castleberry, Florida.
I'll bet.
So now we have to be very careful because this happened a few days ago.
You're lying.
The end.
All right, now, and
Is this a true story?
Why to never lick the
hey, I just want
envelope?
to say real quick though. I'm sorry, Kodak Black got shot last week.
He did? My dad got shot?
yo, Dad, Kodak
Why
Black.
to never listen?
Silente.
Why to never lick an envelope?
Yeah, paper. Yeah,
One
paper cut on
day-
your lip.
This old lady with her husband and all that. Her husband went on across the country. He went on a plane and he was like on a plane and all that, and then he got to his hotel and he got a mail, and then his wife sent him a
Your facial expressions
envelope.
do not match.
You think nothing of it, and she told him to write him back a letter. She specifically put a envelope in there that he needs to use to write it back. The old man thought nothing of it and just thought that his sweet, loving wife loved him. And then, while he was
I have a prediction.
writing her a letter. That's his last time writing her a letter.
Because you put poison in
He licked the envelope.
And was poisoned.
I know this.
Oh, my bad.
Boom, boom. He sent it back. He went to bed forever.
To never wake up.
All right. Yes, obviously. All right. I have a.
The
I have a.
woman.
I have a short story.
I do have one.
I have a
short
short
tip.
story.
The
I have
police
one
went
short
to her
tip.
house. The police
tip.
went to her house
Okay,
to
go ahead, go ahead.
investigate,
Not like
and
that.
now she's living free, and she never went to jail for the crime she did, and she just used her for his money, and now
I have
it
something
was
to
her.
say
She
about
did
poison.
it.
No,
She
all
did it for the money.
Alright,
She
Demaya.
never loved him. She was
How was she supposed to know?
Okay, first.
All right.
she did
You're
it
I
not
on
have a
here.
purpose.
story.
So
You're not
then
here,
after
so you
that,
shouldn't be
you
talking.
guys,
We have a minute left, so let me say what I got.
No, I have a story. I have
here's-
another one.
Here's a small tip that could save one of y'all's life. If you are ever drinking something and you see the ice in your drink is not floating, don't drink it.
All right. Thank you.
It's been
Thank
poisoned.
you. All right. I have a
It's been
story.
poison and you
So
will
I
die.
read this. Okay, I read this article.
It's
Okay. I read this article
die.
the other day that this man escaped jail, and he's going on.
Tupac?
You read articles?
You can read?
No, it came up on Google, and
You can read?
I don't like you. And stop making your voice deep, because your voice isn't that deep.
that too.
I'm
Your
not.
your voice isn't that deep.
I'm literally not. I literally was screaming all Saturday
It's
and
the
Sunday at
lying
my
for
team.
me.
Literally, there's a kid out there.
You weren't
His name is
talking
Jaden. He can fact check that. Saturday, I was screaming,
thank
Jaden.
you so much, guys, for watching this Friday
Get the ball to my
show.
son.
And if you,
I don't know. Come back
thank you
to
so
this,
much for watching this Friday
featuring
show.
Chloe Edwards and Anastasia.
And thank you so much.
Okay,
and don't
Don't
forget,
forget
to store.
like and subscribe.
Good day, Hurricanes. This is Ms. Mafuz along with Ms. Pearson and Mr. Fernandez, and we're here to introduce our behavior tracking form, which is something that we've already been using. We're just going to explain a little bit about it. Remember, every day is a new day, but there's some things that we need to follow.
All right, so I'm going to go through the steps of the behavior tracking form. Like Ms. Mafuz just said, this is a process our teachers have already been using. We just thought it would be helpful if you knew what the form looked like. So for behaviors in the classroom that teachers manage, there's a little step system that we go through. So first, your teachers might restate an expectation. So maybe I'm in class and I'm talking to my neighbor too much when I'm supposed to be paying attention, and the teacher just says, hey, Miss Pearson, remember that we're working on this. I need you to not be talking right now. Okay, so restating the expectation is the first step. If after restating the expectation, the behavior continues, we'll move to a classroom intervention. So an intervention is just a strategy that your teacher might use to help try to redirect your behavior. So like in the example that I used about talking too much, my teacher might just come stand close to my desk to try to remind me to be quiet. That's called using proximity. Or if you're doing the right thing, your teacher might encourage that and praise that and say, good job, Mr. Fernandez. I'm glad that you're on task, as another strategy or intervention. Okay, so restating the expectation and then using some strategy and intervention. If the behavior continues after those two steps, we move to step 3, which Mr. Fernandez will explain.
Right. So step 3 is going to be hierarchy of, obviously, if it doesn't work, consequences. First one's going to be a verbal warning. Teacher's going to say to you, hey, I need you to fix that or do something different or not talk, whatever it might be. After that, they're going to have a conference with the student. So the teacher might pull you to the side, have a conference with you prior to class starting, maybe at the end, possibly through class. They might pull you off to the side, have a conversation with you. That still isn't really working. Seat change could occur, meaning you'll be seated somewhere different in that classroom for that day. Finally, a loss of a class privilege. It really depends class to class what those privileges are going to be, but depending on the class, whether it be a core subject, an elective, some privileges would be taken away. Now, if all 4 of those steps don't seem to fix the issue, at that point, your teacher will be issuing you a detention. Now, a parent contact will occur. So your parents will be contacted. They'll be told, hey, we tried all the things that Ms. Pearson spoke about. We've gone through all the consequences that I just spoke about. Problem still didn't fix itself. We're having some more issues. The parent will get contacted and there'll be a detention. Now, if the detention still doesn't work and that behavior continues, at that point, that's when it moves into a disciplinary referral. And nobody wants to move into a disciplinary referral. It goes on skyward. It becomes part of your permanent record. And we really don't want to go there. So we really hope that we can solve some of these issues before we get there. As you can see, a lot of things have to occur before that referral. So we want to make sure that we're giving you every opportunity to turn that behavior around and turn your day around.
And so I just want to wrap around and remind you what Ms. Pafu said about every day is a new day. You get a fresh start every day, okay? But we do have these systems in place just so that, behaviors are in the right place so that learning can happen in our classrooms. So we're always here to support you. Your teachers have, like I said before, already been using this form. We just made a couple of tweaks and we wanted you to know the process that goes into place as well as your parents. So we want everyone to be informed. And that's it. Does anyone have anything else?
That sounds great.
All right. And with that,
Don't forget to storm.